Hi, I'm Chris Molyneux, Master Distiller and founder of Creag Dhu Single Malt Whisky. I'm here to spend a few minutes to tell you exactly what's so very special about Creag Dhu. I started my career aged 17 as a winemaker in France before training formally here as a Master Distiller in Scotland. I then distilled all around the globe in many of the world's best distilleries before founding Daffy's Gin 8 years ago, winner of IWSC World's Best Gin. I'm very proud to be able to share with you today my project of passion of the last 20 years, which has finally made it to the bottle, Creag Dhu Single Malt Whisky. So our single malt whisky is named after the iconic mountain of Creag Dhu, in the heart of the Scottish Highlands and the geographical centre of Scotland. It is here that the Picts settled after the last ice age, and it's been at the centre of Scottish history ever since, as the meeting point of the clans and hiding many, many years of illicit distilling. Creag Dhu is surrounded by wild peatlands and is by the source of the River Spey. The streams from this beautiful mountain flow down the hill and into the River Spey underneath, and from there through into Speyside, the most famous whisky distilling region in the world. Speyside has been honing its craft for hundreds and hundreds of years and make many of the finest whiskies that there are. Our single malt whisky is exceptional for two main reasons. The first is in the liquid that comes from very traditional distilling techniques that haven't changed over the centuries. From the selection of the finest barley, to the malting process and the mashing and the careful distilling process, but for us, the exceptional taste of Creag Dhu comes from the selection of the very finest European oak casks that are charred and toasted to perfection. Casks have the greatest flavour impact on any single malt whisky. We select the very finest European oak sherry casks, previously used to mature some of the very best sherries in the market. And the most important factor thereafter is the toasting and the charring of these casks. Many people are not aware of the differences, but in essence, toasting adds to the flavour and charring smooths the flavour. The perfect balance between toasting and charring ensures that all the incredible vanilla and caramel and fruity notes come through, while the perfect amount of char ensures that Creag Dhu has its great smoothness and soft and long mouthfeel. The process of charring and toasting is all done by touch and by smell and by feel, and the perfect char leaves a three-dimensional texture with the charring on the outside and the valleys in between that let our whisky flow onto the toasted surface of the casks underneath. Second reason as to why our whisky is so exceptional is that for every single bottle we make, we donate funds to our peatland restoration projects. This is equivalent to 10 kilograms per bottle, which equates to 3,000 light bulb hours saved or 1,200 kilometres travelled by train. The peatlands are nature's great carbon store, and through the work that we do at Creag Dhu and the funds that we allocate to the peatland restoration projects, not only are we protecting one of nature's last great wildernesses and improving it for wildlife, but we're locking in masses and masses of carbon to protect against global warming. In short, we put all our passion into making one single malt whisky as well as we possibly can, and then to share it with those who share our love for fine single malt whisky. This, at the same time as using the proceeds to preserve the peatlands, nature's great carbon store. On the nose, Creag Dhu is exceptionally smooth. It is rich and spicy and delicate with notes of fine malt and Oloroso sherry. On the palate, Creag Dhu is medium-bodied with notes of date and walnut cake, spicy caramel and Oloroso sherry. There is a beautiful note of malt with toffee apple and a touch of smoke from the toasting process. And best of all, a warm and long finish that lasts and lasts and lasts. The perfect way to enjoy Creag Dhu is to pour a large-sized dram, let it breathe for several minutes, and raise a toast to the hills. Here's to the hills.